Next, staying quiet also protects firm reputations, since admitting the scale of disruption might expose their own risks of prevention strategies or due diligence. So, in other words, they're not going to make an opinion about the outages because the resiliency planning that they may have done. In other words, due diligence and your ability to kind of look at the value of cloud computing and your ability to have, a can't stop kind of solution. In many cases, these clouds that went down, for many hours, businesses were losing as much as $10 million an hour in reputational damage and sales damage and things like that. And they're still recovering from that these days. Well, it was a responsibility, I think, of the consulting firms to put together a resiliency strategy in many instances for the organization. And if those resiliency strategies didn't work, they're not necessarily going to point out their mistakes. So I think many people are kind of holding their breath and see what the repercussions are going to be from the outage. And certainly, I would be concerned were I working with an enterprise and I created a resiliency strategy around their cloud computing deployment, and then suddenly they had a major outage, which you're going to expect. Outages are going to happen, by the way. What we saw with Amazon and Microsoft was bound to happen sooner or later. And so it did happen, but we didn't necessarily have to lose $10 million an hour in terms of value moving out of the company.